Hey everyone, how's it going? So in today's video I'm going to be doing a part 2, kind of a better version of the how to drop mix future house, electro house music, because my previous video didn't really turn out the quality that I wanted it to be, and there were some kind of shortages in the video, but this time it's going to be a better, higher quality video, and we're going to be going through another drop mixing tutorial that DJs like Garrix, Brooks, Hardwell, all these big names that they often use in their live sets. So the first track that we're going to be using and transitioning from is by Brooks and Garrix. It's called Boomerang. And the second one, it's Retrovision and Raven and Crane. Nobody else, I believe. So basically, drop mixing consists of going from the break and the build up of one track and going into the drop of the other track. Now this is done usually just by beat matching and then flipping the faders at the right time, whatever time you want. Usually you bring in the build up of the second track just so that the audience can hear that there's a second track being kind of brought into the mix, and it's not really like a huge surprise. It still is a surprise, but you can hear kind of elements of the second track coming in, so the sounds kind of start to blend, and so it's not an abrupt change in you know, the synths and everything that's used in two different tracks. So the BPM of the first track is 128, and then it's 126 for the second track, so I just bumped it up 2 beats per minute just to get it at 128. And basically what I'm going to be doing is going from the build-up of Brooks and Garrix Boomerang track and kind of beat matching it into the build-up of the second track, and then at the drop kind of vocals just switching it out. And you'll hear that with the second track, the kind of the 4 beats before the drop, where it's kind of like the vocal part, it actually goes really well with the build up of the first track. So let's just hear how the first track sounds, and then we'll drop mix it into the second track. So let's go. So yeah, that was basically drop mixing Boomerang into Nobody Else. And so as you heard, the kind of vocal 4 beats of the drop in Nobody Else kind of really went well with Boomerang, and it was sort of unexpected because you could hear elements of the second track in the build-up, and then kind of an abrupt tape stop, and then a drop into a different kind of track, which also has the same kind of elements that this track has, which is the kind of the signature horns by Brooks, and the kind of hard-hitting, you know, kicks and bass that you know, Garrix and both Brooks deliver in the track. And so what you need to look for when you choose two different tracks to drop mix is essentially, firstly, it's key, the same tempo and style. Well, not always style, but in most cases it is the style. And then lastly, you want to see how the track really compares to the first one. So if it's a completely different kind of rhythm, style, and everything, it's not going to sound good when you drop mix. But if it's something that goes from two similar sounding tracks, it's going to sound much, much better. So you definitely want to look out for that when you choose two tracks to drop mix from. So yeah, that was mixing Brooks and Garrix Boomerang into Retrovision and Raven and Crane, nobody else. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you guys want more, make sure to comment down below, let me know, and I'll make some more. So yeah, peace.